Welcome back, you all, for CHD 206, Chapter 12, Planning Nutritious Meals and Snacks. Teaching children about nutrition will be an important responsibility for you as a teacher. Proper nutrition is needed for children's health, growth, and development. Behavior and learning ability is also related to nutrition. Some studies suggest that young children who have learned healthful food choices may experience lifelong healthful benefits. Teaching nutrition concepts requires a high-quality nutrition program. A high-quality program centers on the needs of the children, including their cultural backgrounds. Nutrition concepts should be integrated into all subject areas. Program goals should include all of the following: providing nutritious meals and snacks, introducing new healthful foods, encouraging healthful eating habits, involving children in meal activities, and providing nutrition information to parents. To meet these goals, you will need to understand how food is used by the body. In addition, you must also know the various nutrients and their sources. Meal plans and food experiences for the children are also needed to meet program goals. Nutrition is the science of food and how the body uses the foods that are taken in. Nutrients are the chemical substances in foods that help build and maintain the body. Certain nutrients are needed to build a strong body and mind. There are 6 groups of nutrients needed for growth and maintenance of health. These are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. Food also provides the body with energy. Each food has its own energy value, and this value is measured in calories. All of your organs and body systems need energy to function. Your body's physical and mental activities require energy too. The number of calories a person needs depends on both their age and activity level. Children typically need more energy than adults in relation to their body weight. Sorry, I forgot to change the slide, so there that is. Undernutrition, malnutrition, and overeating are problems that affect children's health and development. The effects of poor nutrition on cognitive abilities have been proven in several studies. Undernutrition means not eating enough food to keep a healthful body weight and activity level. The person gets too few nutrients because he or she does not eat enough food. This often results from poverty. Malnutrition is the lack of proper nutrients in the diet. It happens when a nutrient is absent or lacking from the diet. Children with these problems are often shorter than their peers. And long-term deficiencies from malnutrition, like in nutrients, could also slow or even stop a child's growth. You also may see from poor nutrition irritability, bowed legs, meaning their legs kind of curve like this, sunken eyes, decaying teeth, and fatigue. Overeating is the intake of more food than is needed by the body to function properly. And many factors will contribute to overeating. A major health problem caused by overeating is obesity. Childhood obesity affects every organ system in the body, and it can lead to many other health problems in adult life. Diabetes is a condition in which the body cannot properly control the level of sugar in the blood. Along with obesity, type 2 diabetes is becoming increasingly common in young children. Obesity can also cause psychological problems. Childhood obesity has been linked to poor self-esteem, depression, and anxiety. One of the key things to remember when we're discussing obesity is that it's easier to prevent than it is to treat. So we must make sure that we provide children and their families with all of this nutritional information so that hopefully we can prevent obesity and not have to treat it. Most children of a certain age share similar nutritional needs, but some children have unique needs. These special needs are often created by a health condition such as diabetes or allergies. Once you understand the nutritional needs of children in your care, you can plan appropriate meals and snacks for them. People with diabetes do not produce insulin, or insulin is the hormone that regulates blood sugars. According to the American Diabetics Association, there is not a specific diabetic diet. People with diabetes need to follow the same basic eating guidelines as other people do. They need a varied diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, and grains. The diet should be low in saturated fats and cholesterol, and also modifying sugars and salt is advised. Special nutritional needs may also exist among children with allergies. An allergy is the body's negative reaction to a particular substance. Food allergies are more common among children than they are in adults. There is no cure for a food allergy, so restricting the offending food is basically the only way to prevent the reaction. Wheat, soy, peanuts, tree nuts, fish, shellfish, eggs, and milk cause about 90% of food allergies. And for some children, allergen foods act like a poison. And because of such the high incidence of peanut allergies, some centers have created actually a peanut-free environment. So they ask people not to send anything that contains peanuts. Allergic reactions can be very mild to severe. Mild meaning just giving you the sniffles, maybe it makes your stomach hurt, possible nausea or vomiting, but then to the extreme of anaphylactic shock, which is, constricts your airways and is potentially fatal. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, or the USDA, developed something called My Plate. And My Plate is a food guidance system with a set of online tools to help people plan nutritious meals to fit their individual needs. And you can access My Plate at www.choosemyplate.gov. My Plate includes 5 main food groups: fruits, grains, vegetables, protein foods, and dairy. Fruits from each of these groups are essential for a healthy eating pattern. You will notice that the plate if you're looking at the slide here over to your right, you'll notice My Plate, and it's also in your book. You'll notice that the plate is divided into 4 sections: fruits, grains, vegetables, and protein. And the size of each section represents the portion of the meal that food should be. And then the circle next to the plate represents the dairy group. When we are planning meals and snacks, these are a few of the things that we should take into consideration. Food appeal. Children are more likely to eat the food if it looks good to them, if it's appealing to them, okay? And so appeal can take the stance of variety, texture, flavor, color, the form of the food. All of those affect how people will enjoy a meal. So children love a variety. Children like variety in the foods that are served to them. They like foods with a variety of textures, a variety of colors, some common foods to maybe trying some new food. So we need to mix it up a little bit and give them a variety. Textures include soft, hard, chewy, mashed, chopped, crisp, creamy, and rough. Those are all textures. So it's wise to combine textures when you're planning meals and snacks for young children. In general, children prefer mildly seasoned foods, and they enjoy color in their meals. We should make sure that we're serving foods in bite-sized pieces. Children typically have poorly developed fine motor coordination, so it makes it difficult for them to use spoons and forks. So let's talk about serving the meals. Licensing requirements outline how often and how much food must be provided for young children in child care centers. These requirements vary from state to state, and as a rule, the number of hours a child spends at a center governs the number of snacks and meals that are required to be served. So, what do we learn from this chapter 12? Teaching children about nutrition is an important responsibility. Children who learn healthful food choices can use the information for their entire lives. Good nutrition promotes healthy growth and development. In order to teach about nutrition, you must first understand how food is used by our body. You must also understand how nutrients fuel the body. You can then use this information to plan nutritious meals and snacks. My Plate is a useful tool for planning menus. Food will appeal more to children if you consider the texture, flavor, color, form, and temperature of the foods you plan to serve. Thanks so much for joining me for chapter 12, and I'll see you all back here next week.